Okay, good evening to all students. Today I will discuss about the module 3 of say summer school basic concept of refrigeration and air condition. That is the content of overview of VCRS and VRS and steam jet refrigeration system by the Yogesh Agrawal, Associate Professor from Mechanical Engineering Department, SIRT Excellence. What is the meaning of VCRS, vapor compression system? Yesterday we already discussed about the VCRS system. Here again repeating four principal component where will be used. The name of component, that is the evaporator, compressor, condenser and expansion valve. And this is these components are using on this diagram. This is the condenser side where the heat is out. There is the compressor. There is the compression of liquid refrigerant is taking place. Evaporator where the heat is absorbing. Expansion valve where the expansion is taking place. That is a circuit diagram in which the whole process are taking place, where the heat is taking place here, compressing in the compressor, and after that it is condensed into the condenser device, and after that it is collected through the liquid receiver. After that liquid receiver, some liquid is passing through the expansion valve. After the small pressure changes, and in the expansion devices, liquid refrigerant is converted into the liquid plus vapor form, and in the evaporator, this liquid plus vapor evaporant is converted into the gaseous form. This is presented as here, it is in gaseous form. Okay. What is the vapor compression refrigeration? Highly compressed fluids tends to get colder when allowed to the expand. Here, where the refrigerant fluid is in higher pressure side or a higher compressor side, get colder when allowed to the expand. जब उसको expand किया जाता है तो वो ठंडा हो जाता है. If pressure high enough, compress air hotter than the source of cooling and expand gas cooler than the desired cold temperature. It is a real meaning of the refrigerant where the necessary things are will be happened, where the compressed air hotter than the source of cooling and expander gas cooler than the desired cold temperature. What are the mainly two advantages of the VCRS system? That is, a lot of heat can be removed, and second is the heat transfer rate remains the high. So heat transfer where the condenser and the compressor side will remains the high, and the lot of heat can be removed from the evaporator sides and the condenser sides. This is the basic circuit diagram already discussed in the study class. This is a condenser, expansion device, compressor, evaporator, in which the after the condensing in the condenser side, the refrigerant vapor it is liquid condition passing through the expansion valve, and in the expansion valve it is a passing expansion done by the capillary action, and after the expansion the refrigerant vapor is a liquid and vapor form, and this is passing through the evaporator side where it is evaporated, or some part of the heat is absorbed from the substance which is put in the evaporator. This is a cycle which is already discussed in study classes. This is the high pressure side, this is the low pressure side. Compressor is a device where the working is the high pressure side. Compressor and condenser both are working in the higher pressure side, and the low pressure side, that is the expansion device and the evaporator, both are working. Evaporator, the evaporator coils are located in the component to be cooled. Already discussed today study classes. The low pressure liquid refrigerant after passing through the expansion valve expands, takes in heat from the surrounding and evaporator. The gas is then sucked by the compressor. The amount of heat added to the liquid to make it saturated change is called superheated. Because of, if the amount of heat is added after the evaporation, there should be a quality of liquid to make it saturated and change state, that is the superheated vapor before entering of the compressor. compressor में जाने से पहले ये रेफ्रिजरेंट लिक्विड कंडीशन में दी एक्सपांशन डिवाइस से आया है, तो वो हीट को एब्जॉर्ब करके सब्सटेंस की जिसको भी ठंडा करना है वो सुपरहीटेड वेपर स्टेट में चेंज हो जाता है या बदल जाता है. दिस इज द completely diagram where it is showing the before entering of the compressor, the refrigerant vapor condition, that is a superheat vapor enter the compressor where it is pressure will be raised. What is the compressor? Compressor is the heart of the system. Because of the, जैसे आप गाड़ियां चलाते हैं, गाड़ी चलाते हुए इंजन सिलेंडर जो रहता है आपका मेन जान रहता है, वैसे यहाँ पे कंप्रेसर जो है इसके लिए रेफ्रिजरेटर के लिए एक जान की तरह काम करता है. The compressor does just what is the name. It compresses the low pressure refrigerant vapor from the evaporator and compress it into a high pressure vapor. Compressor एक ऐसी डिवाइस है जो कि लो प्रेशर रेफ्रिजरेंट से हाई प्रेशर रेफ्रिजरेंट में कन्वर्ट करता है. और बोलना चाहिए कि वहां पे जो लो प्रेशर रेफ्रिजरेंट वेपर है उसको हाई प्रेशर रेफ्रिजरेंट वेपर में कन्वर्ट करने का काम करता है कंप्रेसर. ओके. द इनलेट टू द कंप्रेसर इज कॉल्ड अ सक्शन लाइन. Brings the low pressure vapor into the compressor. After the compressor compresses the refrigerant vapor into the high pressure vapor, it removes with the outlet called the discharge line. This is a circuit diagram where the high pressure superheated gas is cooled in the several stages in the compressor. After the compression, where the liquid is desuperheated manner after before entering of the condenser side, and before entering of the condenser side, the refrigerant vapor is in a high pressure condition. High pressure refrigerant vapor after the compression firstly is desuperheated by the external sources. What is the condenser? The discharge line leave the compressor and run to the inlet of the condenser. जहां से रेफ्रिजरेंट वेपर निकल के आता है कंप्रेसर की एग्जिट लाइन से और एंट्री करता है वो कंडेंसर डिवाइस कहलाती है. बिकॉज ऑफ द रेफ्रिजरेंट वाज कंप्रेस्ड, इट इज a hot high pressure vapor. As a pressure goes up, temperature goes up. तो यहाँ पे आप देख रहे थे कि कंप्रेसर होने के बाद जो रेफ्रिजरेंट वेपर की कंडीशन रहती है वो हाई प्रेशर और हाई टेम्परेचर की रहती है. hot vapor enter the condenser and start to flow through the tubes. Since the air is cooler than the refrigerant, heat jumps from the turbine tubing to the cooler air. Energy goes from the hot to cold, latent heat. It is a condensing is done by the external sources from the surrounding medium, that could be of the air or maybe of the water. As the heat is removed from the refrigerant, it reaches into a saturated temperature and start to boil, change state into a high pressure liquid. Where the when the refrigerant vapor, high pressure refrigerant vapor and high temperature refrigerant vapor going into the condenser, it will be condensed by the external sources and it will be changed into the saturated high pressure liquid conditions. Because of the condensation is taking place at a constant pressure and a constant temperature. This is a condenser unit where the evaporator, compressor, expansion valve, and after that surrounding medium, that is the coil, that is called the condenser side or condenser coil, condenser cooling coil, where the condensation of the refrigerant vapor is taking place. Vapor compression refrigeration, liquid pass through the expansion device which reduces the pressure and control the flow into the evaporator, that is called a vapor compression cycle. Thermal expansion valve, the expansion valve acting as a regulating valve limits the amount of refrigerant flowing through the, resulting in a reduction of pressure of the liquid and the expansion taking place. In this unit, where the screw devices, where the if the screw device is anti-clockwise moving in the direction and refrigerant vapor is passing through these devices, the refrigerant vapor is expanded into the reduction of pressure, and after the reduction of pressure and expansion, there will be chances of reduction of the enthalpy. Outline, what is the introductions of the VRS system, desirable characteristics of the refrigerant, selection of pair, practical H2O NS3 cycle, and lithium bromide H2O system, its working, electrolysis liberation system. That is the introduction about VRS system. The vapor absorption refrigerant system, one of the oldest method of producing refrigeration effect. The ammonia is the commonly used refrigerant in a vapor absorption system, heat energy instead of the mechanical energy. As in a vapor compression system, in order to change the condition of the refrigerant, this system may be used in both the domestic and large industrial plants. This is the conditions of the vapor absorption refrigeration system, in which a compressor is replaced by another type of device, generator, and another type of device where the refrigeration effect will be the remains the change, but COP, coefficient of performance, which is the ratio of the refrigeration effect to the work of compression, there will be a chances of where the compressor work is require very low, below that there will be chances of the compressor work is neglected, and after that, after all, there will be a chances of increasing of the COP. This is the compressor is replaced by an absorber, pump, and a generator, and a pressure reducing valve. In this system, the vapor refrigerant from the evaporator is drawn into an absorber, where it is absorbed by the weak solution of the refrigerant, forming a strong solution. Strong solution बनता है. This is strong solution is pumped to the generator where it is heated by the some external sources where the steam is passing through the unless until uselessly through the atmosphere. It will be used by the this strong solution. During the heating process, the vapor refrigerant is driven off by the solution and enters into the condenser where it is liquefied. The liquid refrigerant then flow into the evaporator and thus the cycle is completed. In this diagram, the liquid absorbent system will be clear, in which the cold water storage tank, evaporator device, evaporating ammonia, control device, liquid ammonia container, and the flow circuit diagram is given here. The cold water storage tank here, and after that, where it is passing through the from the liquid ammonia container, it is device passing through the this control device into the evaporator, where the ammonia will be evaporated. Ammonia will be evaporated into the vapor form and it will be collected as a make a strong solutions. Solubilities requirement, boiling point requirement. This is the thermodynamic requirement of the refrigerant absorbent mixture. The refrigerant should have a proper solubility in the absorbent so that a strong solution highly rich in the refrigerant is formed in the absorber by the absorption of the refrigerant vapor. Boiling point requirement, there should be a large difference about the 200 degrees centigrade in the boiling points of the two substances. Thus, absorbent free refrigerant is boiled off from the generator side. Thermodynamic requirement of refrigerant absorbent mixture already discussed in the previous slide. Some other properties require the refrigerant should have a high affinity for the absorber at a low temperature and less affinity at a high temperature. It should have a low freezing point. It should have a good thermal and chemical stability. For the refrigerant which is using in a case of a vapor absorption system, it should require the low freezing point, it should require a good thermal and chemical stability, irreversibly chemical reactions of all kinds all to be avoided. Selections of the pair, that is the ammonia water, कौन से pair इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं vapor absorption refrigeration system में, that should be of the ammonia water, ammonia sodium cyanide, ammonia lithium nitrate, ammonia calcium chloride, water lithium bromide, methylene chloride, dimethyl ether tetraethylene glycol. This is a main circuit diagram of the simple ammonia water VRA, that is the heat supply from the generator side. High pressure ammonia vapor is supplied to the condenser side and passing through this device in a receiver side. This is the liquid ammonia is collecting through the condenser because of the condenser is a device whose function is to condensing into the liquid form. Liquid ammonia is collected into the receiver and after that this is a passing through the evaporator through the expansion valve where it is reducing of the pressure, and after the evaporator it is passing through the absorber converting into the refrigerant vapor into the low pressure ammonia vapor, and in an absorber high amount of the ammonia will be absorbed by the absorber. This is done by the cooling water heat exchanging taking place and makes a strong solution passing through the pump device into the generator device. If some weak solution is found in the generator, it is passing through the again through the pressure reducing device in the absorber. This is the main circuit diagram of the simple ammonia water vapor absorption refrigeration system. Because of there is a replacing of the compressor by the generator device. This generator device is requiring little work or very small work, neglecting work. So that's why the refrigeration effect will be reduces in the evaporator and there correspondingly the COP of the refrigeration system will be improved. This is the another type of the circuit diagram in which the rectifier is a addition of the simple vapor absorption cycle. Heat exchanger is also using for the addition of the vapor absorption refrigeration cycle. This is called a practical ammonia water vapor absorption system. This is called a practical ammonia water vapor absorption system, in which this circuit is completed by this in the previous slide. But after the generator analyzer will be used whose function is to analyze, because of in a rectifier some part of the refrigerant vapor is an impure form, it is analyzed by the analyzer and revert back to the generator. and if the weak strong solution is produced by the generator, it is going into the rectifier through the cooling water cooling sources into the condenser side, and after the condenser it will be going into the receiver, and after the receiver some part of the refrigerant liquid manner which is passing through the heat exchanger, and this heat exchanger device is the exchanging of the heat between of the two fluids where the evaporator and the expansion valve is installing here, and this evaporator work absorbing the high amount of the heat uh, from the substance which is required to be cooled, and this heat exchanger passing the high amount of refrigerant vapor where it is will be cooled in the substance passing through the absorber through the another type of device. This is the lithium bromide absorption refrigeration system in which condenser, evaporator devices, and another type of the circuit diagram in which the lithium bromide refrigerant is using replacing of the ammonia water absorption refrigeration system by the lithium bromide system. It is replaced by lithium. Lithium is replaced by the ammonia. Bromide it is replaced by the water. So that's why because of the no here the primary refrigerant will be used, here the secondary refrigerant will be used for the requiring of the low temperature refrigeration. This is the circuit diagram in which the condenser device where the it is a generator, this is a condenser device, it is dividing by the partitions, and the heat exchanger is the unit where it is done by the heat exchanging of the refrigerant vapor, making a strong solution, a strong lithium bromide solution. Because of the in a simple VR system strong ammonia is making, but here strong lithium bromide solution will be making and passing through the generator and the condenser side, and after the there will be a generator side where the strong solution will be produced. After that passing through the in the this device, this is a called FF evaporator, and this is called a absorber, and this refrigerant vapor is collected into the cooling water that is circulated as per the requirement, and after that it is passes through the absorber, and after all that would be passes to the heat exchanger by the pump device. This is another type of the lithium bromide system circuit diagram in which the mass, heat, and the enthalpy balance where it is discussed here. That is another type of the diagram. It is not useful for further studies. Lithium bromide absorption system. What are the advantages feasible to the separate refrigerant from the absorbent, as water is a more volatile compared to the lithium bromide. Operating pressure are low, so pumping cost is low. Wall thickness of the system is less compared to the VCRS system. Water as a refrigerant is not toxic, so can be directly used for the chilled coil. Can be built of a 1,000, sorry, 1 lakh TR capacity plants. Operation and maintenance cost is very low. These are the very much advantage of the lithium bromide absorption system. What are the disadvantages? Evaporation temperature must be kept above the freezing point of the water, and hence the temperature of the chilled water cannot be less than. Here the condition, the temperature will not be less than of the 5 degrees centigrade. Lithium bromide solution is a corrosive, so inhibitors need to be added to the system to prevent the metal spots from the corrosions. This is the domestic Electrolux type of refrigerator. There are the three scientists make the systems, the Electrolux type of refrigerator, which are using nowadays, in which a liquid ammonia is passing through the condenser side, and is some amount of the uh, ammonia and hydrogen which is coming from this evaporator device, and some part of the ammonia which is presented in this circuit diagram. The ammonia hydrogen will be removed from this device. This is called absorber, and passing through the evaporator where it is really converted, and the absorber device makes a strong solution. If some weak solution is found in the heat exchanger devices, where it is passes through again to the absorber device, this strong solution passes through the heat exchanger, and this strong solution passes through the generator side where it is done by the gas burner, जहां पे उसको गैस बर्नर की मदद से हीट अप किया जाता है. If some weak solution is formed in the generator device, is passes through the heat exchanging device. This is a domestic Electrolux type of the refrigerator circuit diagram. Okay, all the units have working properly and well maintained. This is the ammonia vapor, hydrogen, water, dissolve ammonia. This is a circuit diagram in which already working discussed in the previous slides. This is a mass enthalpy and another type of the circuit which are using in a ammonia vapor refrigerant. This is called a simple VRS system which are using is given here where the heat is given, where the heat is going out, where the heat is absorbed. There is a picture clearing so the all the units where the working properly. What is the advantage of the three fluid system? That is a silent operation. आप देखेंगे जितने भी नए रेफ्रिजरेटर आ रहे हैं उनमें किसी भी तरह की आवाज नहीं आती. पुराने रेफ्रिजरेटर थे उनमें आवाज आती थी, तो उन आवाज को साइलेंट करने के लिए आजकल नए टाइप के रेफ्रिजरेटर आ रहे हैं मार्केट में जिससे कि हम साइलेंट ऑपरेशन टाइप के रेफ्रिजरेटर बोलते हैं. कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव उनकी कम रहती है, बैलेंस्ड प्रेशर रहता है, नो नीड ऑफ वाल्व, किसी भी तरह के वाल्व की जरूरत नहीं है, नो लुब्रिकेशन प्रॉब्लम, लेस मेंटेनेंस इज रिक्वायर्ड. Comparison of the VCRS and the VRS, that is the compressed system, work operated, that is the heat operated, high COP, low COP, currently maximum the 1.4, performance very sensitive to evaporator temperature, performance not very sensitive to the evaporator temperature. System COP reduces considerably at a part load. COP does not reduce significantly with the loads. Liquid at the exit of evaporator may damage compressor. Presence of liquid at evaporator exit is not a serious problem. Performance is sensitive to the evaporator is superheat in the compression system. Evaporator superheat is not very important. Many moving part, very few moving part. तो जहाँ पे moving part कम रहेंगे वहाँ COP बढ़ने के chances बढ़ जाएंगे. Regular maintenance required, very low maintenance required. Higher noise and vibration. पुराने जो रेफ्रिजरेटर तो इसी पे काम करते थे इसलिए बहुत ज्यादा आवाज करते थे. Less noisy and vibration. Small system are compact and the large system are the bulky. जो लार्ज सिस्टम होते हैं बल्कि होते हैं, स्मॉल सिस्टम आर द बल्की एंड द लार्ज सिस्टम आर द कॉम्पैक्ट. Economical when electricity is available, but economical where the low cost fuel or waste heat is available, there will be a cheaper than other device, other type of. What is the steam jet refrigeration system or steam jet cooling system? This is another part of today's session. This is a cooling technique which involve uses of steam and water for cooling purpose. That is called a steam jet cooling system. In a steam jet refrigeration system, water can be used as the refrigerant. यहाँ पे वाटर को एज अ रेफ्रिजरेंट की तरह यूज किया था, जैसे एयर रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टम में एयर को एज अ रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टम यूज करते थे, वैसे यहाँ पे वाटर को एज अ रेफ्रिजरेंट यूज करते हैं. It is perfectly safe. These systems were applied successfully to refrigeration. Temperatures attained using water as a refrigerant are in the range which may satisfy air conditioning, cooling or chilling requirement. Mostly low-grade energy and relatively small amount of the software. This system are the utilization of the mostly low-grade energy and relatively small amount of the software. Not using जहाँ पे temperature कम 5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड से रिक्वायरमेंट रहती है वहां पे इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते. Why unconventional? Steam jet cooling system is a over conventional cooling because preferable because of system employ steam injector or booster instead of mechanical compressor to compress the refrigerant to the required condenser pressure level. Water is used as the refrigerant. Environment is free of CFC and other refrigerant which produces the harmful gases leading to the depletion of the ozone layer. Already discussed, if the CFC and other type of the refrigerant is using in a refrigerator, there will be a chances of depleting of the ozone layer through the exhausting of the harmful gases by the refrigerator side. So that's why here the water is used as a refrigerant, and this is the free of cost available, easily available. And another advantage of water using as a refrigerant, which are using in the steam jet refrigeration system, and just like call a steam injector or booster instead of the mechanical compressor, because of the here the mechanical compressor will be eliminated. What is the basic fundamental or principle? क्या principle है इसके काम करने का? यदि हम यहाँ पे देखेंगे तो there is a two type of device. This is a condenser, and after the condensing there will be a passing through this device. This is a ejector. This is a nozzle. What is the main function of the ejector and nozzle? Nozzle is a device whose function is to converting the pressure energy into the ejector energy. Ejector is a device whose function is to increasing of the velocity. So where the velocity is increases by the ejector and the nozzle sides, there will be a chances of if the motive steam is passing through this device nozzle, and the if the water is passing through the device, when impining or uh, collision is taking place, water and steam both will be collide here at this point and passing through this side. This is the chilled water return because of the this is a perforated tube. This is passing through these tubes, and if passing through these tubes, the refrigeration effect will be produced on the bottom sides. So chilled water return because of the if the chilled water flow is on this side because of the collected water from this side, and this collected water is used for the कूलिंग पर्पस. सपोज दैट यदि आपको कूलिंग करानी किसी चीज की, तो कूलिंग कराने के लिए दो तीन तरीके होते हैं. या तो किसी थर्ड पार्टी को कूल करा दीजिए जिससे आपको कूल कराना है, या तो डायरेक्टली कूलिंग करा दीजिए. यहाँ पे हमने वाटर को एज अ रेफ्रिजरेंट की तरह इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं और उस रेफ्रिजरेंट का इस्तेमाल करते हैं स्टीम जेट रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टम में. एंड मेकअप वाटर इज सप्लाइंग here because of the condenser. It is a device where it is used for the condensing of the liquid. If some air is found in the condenser device and this air is taking or extracted from the air pump के द्वारा air को निकाल दिया जाता है condenser में यदि कोई air आ गई है, and the cooling water is passing through this sides. This is the cooling water circuit diagram. After the working, cooling water is coming from this sides. तो cooling करने के बाद यहाँ से कूलिंग वाटर निकल जाता है जो कि काफी वार्मर रहता है. एंड दिस कूलिंग वाटर विच इज collected is here is a passing through the boiler feed pump because of it is useful full for the boiler. No external heat is required in a boiler for heating of the boiler, heating of the water, converting of the into the steam. What is the basic fundamental? The boiling point of a liquid change with change in external pressure. This is the main theme. In normal condition, pressure exerted on the surface of a liquid is the atmospheric pressure. If this atmospheric pressure is reduced on the surface of a liquid by some means, then the liquid will start boiling at lower temperature because of reduced pressure. This basic principle of boiling of liquid at lower temperature by reducing the pressure on its surface is used in steam jet refrigeration system. This is the main fundamental. That is the basic principle of boiling of liquid at lower temperature by reducing the pressure on its surface is used. Okay. The components: evaporator, steam jet injector, condenser. Evaporator and condenser both units work individual type. Steam jet work replacing of the compressor is working of the another type. Used to the compress the water vapor coming out of the flash chamber. Flash chamber में से होने के बाद जो भी वाटर आ रहा है, जो भी लिक्विड आ रहा है, उसको कंप्रेस करने का काम करता है वाटर को. एंड दिस इज अ स्टीम जेट इंजेक्टर डिवाइस. Evaporator or flash chamber is a large vessel and is heavily insulated to the avoid the rise in temperature of water due to the highly ambient temperature. Condenser device chill the LP low pressure high temperature air coming from the thermocompressor using chilled water as the refrigerating medium. What is the steam jet ejectors? High pressure steam from the boiler which is passing through generally called a primary fluid or a motive steam vapor is admitted to the steam chest and expanded in the convergent divergent nozzle to a very low pressure and attains supersonic velocity in the range of 1000 meter per second to 135 meter per second. The flash chamber is connected to the regan of low pressure of the ejector. The water vapor from the flash chamber is entertained in the high velocity jet of steam and both are mixed in the mixing section at a constant pressure. This is the basic fundamental in which the divergent section, convergent section, suction chamber, body, nozzle, steam. So ejector is a device where it is passing through the by the flash chamber or the condenser device work as a compress of the liquid, and this is the divergent section where the high velocity of the steam is coming from the sides, water is coming from the side and compressed by this sections, convergent section, and steam is passing through the nozzle sides. Okay. This supersonic steam gets a normal shock in constant area throughout of diffuser, resulting in the rise of the pressure and subsonic flow. The diverting proportion of the diffuser velocity head is recovered as a pressure head, and finally high pressure steam is condensed in the condenser. This is the steam jet ejector diagram in which the cross section of the steam jet injector is given. This is the picture shown is given here. This is a nozzle device. This is the convergent portion. This is the divergent portion. This is called the diffuser. This is a conical part. This is called the cylindrical part. Or some disturbances occur. The velocity oblique pressure versus distance, which is already discussed, already given in the diagram. Steam jet injector, basically there are the three different types of the steam jet cooling plants. Compact design for the small capacity, column design for medium capacity, bridges design for the high capacities. Working of a steam jet cooling system, that is a high pressure steam to the nozzle from the boiler which is expanded, water vapor from the flash chamber entertained with the high velocity steam jet, and it is further compressed in the thermocompressor. The condensate is usually returned to the boiler. Chilled water is circulated by a pump to the point of application. The warm water from the load is returned to the flash chamber. The water which is splashed in the chamber and any loss of cold water at the application must be replaced by the makeup water added to the cold water circulating system. This is the working of the steam jet refrigeration system in which the steam to the nozzle from the boiler which is expanded. तो जितनी भी स्टीम है हाई प्रेशर की उस स्टीम को बॉयलर में से पास किया जाता है. वाटर वेपर जो है फ्लैश चैम्बर से उसको हाई वेलोसिटी के केस में स्टीम को पास किया जाता है, कंप्रेस करते हैं थर्मल कंप्रेसर में. कंडेंसेट जो होता है वो यूजली रिटर्न टू द बॉयलेट, जितना भी कंडेंसेट है वो बॉयलर में चला जाता है. चिल्ड वाटर को सर्कुलेट किया था पंप के द्वारा, और जो वार्म वाटर है फ्रॉम द लोड इज रिटर्न टू द फ्लैश चैम्बर. The water which is placed in the chamber and any loss of cold water which is supplying from the cooling tower sides. This is a circuit diagram. Working of steam jet cooling cycle. This is a condenser, flash tank, units. This is the steam nozzle, and this is called the ejector device, in which the water is coming from this side in a compressed manner. Steam is coming from this side, the high manner, and both will be collide in this type of device where the flash tank is also installed here. And after that, where the collision is taking place, chilled water is coming from the sides, and chilled water is collected to the cooling load purpose. This is a cooling load. कूलिंग लोड पर्पस के लिए चिल्ड वाटर को इकट्ठा कर लिया जाता है. हाई प्रेशर की स्टीम को हमने बॉयलर के द्वारा पास कराया था, और स्टीम नोजल के थ्रू हम एंटर कराते हैं जहाँ पे कि उसका एक्सपांशन होता है. एंड कंडेंसर साइड से कंडेंसेट जो निकल के आता है, इट इज कलेक्टेड थ्रू द कंडेंसेट पंप and it is supplied to the boiler. Cooling water is supplying from the external sources. If some cooling water is required, that is cooling water supplied to the condenser side. And if the cooling water is work in the condenser device, after that to this cooling water or waste mixture that is going into the another side. What are the advantages of the steam jet cooling system? Simple and hassle-free constructions, vibration-free system, low production cost, low maintenance cost. Water is used as a refrigerant, which is perfectly safe. Low running cost, load variation quickly adjusted. It is suitable for the places where the steam is available, such as a process, industry, steel plant, petroleum plant, thermal power plant. These are the units where will be used, or the advantage of the steam jet cooling system. Or डिसएडवांटेज, नॉट सुटेबल फॉर द वाटर टेम्परेचर, जहाँ की 4 डिग्री से कम की रिक्वायरमेंट रहती है वहाँ पे इसको यूज नहीं करते हैं. द मेंटेनेंस ऑफ हाई वैक्यूम इन द एवापोरेटर इज नेसेसरी फॉर द प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग ऑफ द सिस्टम. Since the ejected vapor and the motive steam condense in the condenser, the magnitude of the heat transfer is about 3 to 4 times that needed in the vapor compression system per ton per hour. Thus, large size of condenser is needed. Coefficient of performance is very low. The use of direct evaporation to produce chilled water is usually limited as a tremendous volume of vapor is to be handled. Efficiency of ejector is not good. Efficiency ejector की बहुत अच्छी नहीं रहती है. Coefficient of performance बहुत कम रहता है और जो डायरेक्ट evaporation हो रहा है वो भी बहुत कम रहता है, या बोला चाहिए उसको हैंडल करने में बहुत ही ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम आती. These are the advantages of the steam jet cooling system. What are the applications of the steam jet refrigeration system? That is the फूड प्रोसेसिंग प्लांट में इसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं, गैस प्लांट में इसका इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, बेवरेज में इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, रबर एंड वल्कनाइजिंग इंडस्ट्रीज में इस्तेमाल किया जाता है, पेपर एंड पल्प इंडस्ट्री में इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. Thank you. This is the today's session where we will discuss about the VCRS system, VRS system, and the overview of the VCRS and the VRS system and steam jet refrigeration system. There are the number of the refrigeration system will be used in the refrigeration system or refrigeration applications. Each refrigeration system individual advantage and disadvantage. हर रेफ्रिजरेंट या हर रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टम हर जगह इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते, या रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टम में जो रेफ्रिजरेंट इस्तेमाल होता है उसकी प्रॉपर्टी हर जगह अलग अलग होती है. जैसे यदि हाई एल्टीट्यूड पे जाते हैं तो हाई एल्टीट्यूड पे आप देखते हैं कि वहां पे आपको बहुत ज्यादा क्या बोलते हैं प्रॉपर्टीज जो रेफ्रिजरेंट की रहती है अलग टाइप की रिक्वायरमेंट रहती है, और वहां की जो प्रॉपर्टीज रहती है वो कोई रेफ्रिजरेंट पूरा नहीं कर सकता एक्सेप्ट ऑफ द एयर. इसलिए एयर एज अ रेफ्रिजरेंट को हाई एल्टीट्यूड पे एज अ रेफ्रिजरेंट की तरह इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. इसी तरीके से आपने स्टीम जेट रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टम में देखा वाटर को भी एज अ रेफ्रिजरेंट की तरह यूज कर रहे हैं. जितना भी आपका चिल्ड वाटर प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है स्टीम जेट रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टम में, उस चिल्ड वाटर को हमने वापस से जहां कूलिंग सर्किट डायग्राम था वहां पे इस्तेमाल किया. ओके, थैंक यू.